Alright, so I've reviewed both your applications, and you're both excellent candidates. But I'm sorry, Paul, but we need to give the job to Jamal.
Yes! What? Why?
Because of affirmative action, it requires me to choose Jamal over you, even though your applications are equal, because he's a minority.
Yes, that's right, it's called affirmative action. Affirmative action has roots in the civil rights movement when people like Martin Luther King Jr. fought for equality. It really all started one day when Lyndon B. Johnson woke up and, following in the footsteps of his previous president, John F. Kennedy, declared Executive Order 11246. Executive Order 11246, signed by President Lyndon B. Johnson on September 24, 1965, required equal employment opportunity.
This order requires federal contractors and federally assisted construction contractors who do over $10,000 in government business in 1 year to take affirmative action to ensure that applicants are employed and that employees are treated during employment without regard to their race, color, religion, sex, or national origin.
Wait just a second. Before we continue, we need to quickly discuss what an executive order truly is. An executive order is a declaration issued by the President of the United States that, while it has no actual law behind it, it still carries the same force of law. Executive orders are helpful in that they require no action on the part of Congress or the state legislature to become effective. On July 2nd, 1965, still during the term of President Lyndon B. Johnson, the United States Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, or EEOC for short, was formed. The EEOC is responsible for enforcing federal laws that make it illegal to discriminate against a job applicant or an employee because of the person's race, color, or sex. Basically, it enforced affirmative action.
Let's list those minority groups which benefit the most. African Americans, Hispanics, Native Americans, and women. Also, some groups may consider themselves to be impeded by the effects of affirmative action. These are white males and Asian males.
There are many people who are opposed to affirmative action, as they believe it gives some people an unfair advantage over their peers when looking for jobs or colleges to apply to.
Hey Tyrone, what's up? I heard they're giving job applications down the block.
Really? Awesome.
Yeah, it's at the McDonald's. You should go check it out.
Let's go.
So on that day, they both went and applied for jobs at McDonald's. However, a week later...
How do you do this fine evening, my good sir?
Still very poorly.
Oh, look at the time. I have to go. I've got a meeting in the morning. Tally-ho.
There are, however, many people who argue the pros of affirmative action, believing that it gives the people who had a more difficult start at life to rise up and become socially equal.
I'm so excited I'm going to college. I'm the first one in my family to be able to. Now I can live a better life from this education and make great friends while I'm at it. Yay!
In colleges across America, bake sales have been organized to bring, as said by the organizer of one such sale, the issue of affirmative action down to everyday terms. At these bake sales, treats are sold at prices that vary based on the buyer's race and sex.
Yay! I'm having a bake sale today!
Why, hello there. I heard you were having a bake sale today.
Yes, I am!
Do you have any cookies? Chocolate chip, preferably.
Of course!
How much?
It will be $1 for you.
Sure.
Thank you.
Do I get my cookie now?
Yep, here you go.
Cookie! Thank you. Hello, I'm a Mexican. I would like to buy a muffin.
Well, for you, that would be 50 cents.
50 cents? That's great. Sure thing. Here you go.
Thank you.
Muffin!
Here's your muffin.
Muffin! Muffin, 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 muffin! Why, hello there, darling. I heard you having a bake sale.
Yes, I am.
Do you have any cake?
Of course we have cake.
How much?
For you, it will be 25 cents.
That's great, darling. Here you go.
Thank you.
Oh, I loves me some cake.
Here you go.
Oh, it's just like my grandma used to make. Yay!
Affirmative action can be a rather controversial subject. As such, many court cases have arisen both contesting and supporting it. The case of Wigand versus Jackson Board of Education concerned a school district which laid off non-minorities employees before minority employees, even though the non-minorities had seniority. The Supreme Court ruled against the school board, stating that the injury suffered by non-minorities could not justify the benefits to the minorities. In the case of United States versus Paradise, the state of Alabama's Department of Public Safety was found to be systematically discriminating against hiring blacks. The court ordered the state to reform its hiring practices in order to end the pervasive exclusion of blacks. Although the use of numerical quotas was challenged, the Supreme Court upheld their use as being one of the only means to combat the overt and defiant racism.
Hello, how are you doing today, ma'am?
I'm doing well, and you?
Good, thank you. Would you like to introduce yourself to us, please?
I'm Jane from the National Organization for Women, or NOW.
Okay. What are your thoughts on affirmative action?
We at NOW believe affirmative action is fair. It levels the playing field so people of color and all women have the chance to compete in education and in business.
So you are satisfied with affirmative action as of this moment?
Yes.
Okay, thank you for your time, ma'am.
Thank you.
Hello, how are you doing today, sir?
Hello. I'm fine.
Would you like to introduce yourself to us, please?
Yes, I'm Chris, from the Center for Equal Opportunity.
Nice to meet you, Chris. I was just curious, what are your thoughts on affirmative action?
Well, we here at CEO are devoted to the promotion of colorblind equal opportunity and racial harmony. Basically, we hate affirmative action.
Okay. Okay, gotcha. So, since you obviously hate affirmative action, is there some sort of progress or change that you would like to see towards that issue?
We would like to see affirmative action be revoked. Due to the changing demographics in the United States, it seems now that one should only consider an individual's performance, not his or her racial group, when one is applying for a job or a school.
Very excellent point you make, sir. Thank you for your time today.
No problem.
Hello, how are you doing this fine day, sir?
I'm fine, thanks.
Okay, would you like to introduce yourself to us, please?
Sure, I'm Al from the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People.
Hey, I was just curious, what are your thoughts on affirmative action?
I love affirmative action. It levels the playing field so much. Sure.
Okay, so as of right now, you're totally satisfied with our affirmative action as of this moment.
Why, of course. Affirmative action helps African Americans and other minorities who may be underprivileged economically due to past inequities.
Okay, I love that. Thank you for your time today, sir.
No problem. Since affirmative action's inception in 1965, several states have taken it upon themselves to ban it. Florida banned it in college admissions, and Nebraska, Washington, and California banned it completely. California first enacted Proposition 209 in 1997, and Washington followed with Initiative 200 in 1998. We wanted to interview a few of those states today, but only Nebraska accepted our offer.
Hello, how are you doing today, state?
I'm Nebraska!
Oh, okay. Would you like to introduce yourself to us, please?
I'm Nebraska!
Oh, okay. What are your thoughts on affirmative action, please?
I banned affirmative action!
Okay. Well, can you give me some reasons why you banned affirmative action?
Because it is reverse discrimination. Affirmative action is bad because it favors less qualified applicants over those with better credentials.
Oh, okay, well, thank you for your time today.
I'm Nebraska!
Yeah, I heard that about 5 times
I'm
now.
Nebraska!
Okay.
I'm Nebraska!
Yeah, I heard it already. You're
I'm
Nebraska.
Nebraska! I'm Nebraska! Nebraska!
Affirmative action has its pros and cons. It can result in less qualified workers for important jobs. For example, minorities receive bonus points on civil service tests, such as police employment tests. On the upside, affirmative action also gives underprivileged people an opportunity to better their lives. It opens doors that many have otherwise remained closed to them. This policy may be seen as America trying to make up for the racism that took place in the past. That's behind the hobo.
Cool. Okay. Ow! Yeah, what do hey? Got any grapes?
Here you go!
Yay! Cookie!
I like cats. Yay! I'm having a bake sale today! And I should move higher up!
I would also like to buy a cookie.
Oh, well, then it's 50 cents for you.
I changed my mind. I want a muffin now.
Oh, still 50 cents.
What about cake?
50 cents. For you.
Got any grapes? I'll take the muffin then.
Out of here.
Muffin.
Here you go. What?
Ah. No, Vanessa's schizophrenic disorder here.
What?
You get to be two people at once.
Unless you want Jacob doing this woman's voice.
Hell there!
You want me? I would like you to introduce yourself to it. Restart. Right.
I don't like affirmative action. I kill things I don't like. I'm Nebraska!
Yeah, I heard that about 5 times.
I'm Nebraska! I'm Nebraska! I'm Nebraska!